Welcome to Change by Beholden Ministries, another segment with us. It has been a while since you have seen us. We have been doing health seminars, cooking demos, and today we are going to share another cooking demo with you. We're actually camping, and today we thought it would be a blessing, a good thing just to show that you can still live healthy while camping. Today we're going to share with you on the menu Fettuccine Alfredo. It's one of our family favorites, and it's completely plant-based. So we hope that you will receive a blessing and stay tuned. So our first thing we already have our pasta boiling. We have some pasta over here that is in here boiling, and we're going to go right into the sauce. So I think that's the main thing. So this is pretty raw footage here. There's nothing pre-recorded or anything like that. So you're just gonna have to work with us, but thought that it would be a good thing just to share with you. So what we're gonna do is first put in about 2 cups of raw cashews. You can get these right at your local Costco or even from Sam's. So we're gonna put 2 cups in. A little bit more. And that's good. And to your 2 cups, we're gonna add 2 cups of water and 2/3. And about 2/3. Perfect. Now we're going to add some sea salt. So what I have here is Himalayan sea salt. Again, you get this at Costco's. We're going to put in just 1 teaspoon. Now we're going to go ahead and start the blending process. I don't know if you can see this, but let's see if I can turn it a little bit. So I'm going to blend right here. Can you see this? I'm going to start blending. I'm going to continue blending, but I paused briefly to show you or tell you that I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of oil. And so I'm going to eyeball that, but it is 1/2 cup of oil. Do that, we're also going to blend, but we're going to add about 1 teaspoon, or actually 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And to be quite honest with you, I like to do a little half. What I mean by that is 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and fresh garlic cloves. So Here we go. All we have to do now is blend. Now, I am going to also add some nutritional yeast. And I'm adding about 1/3 or even a quarter cup of nutritional yeast, which kind of helps bring out that flavor in your fettuccine sauce. I really wish y'all could smell garlic already. All right. Just wanted to make sure all of your cashews, your raw cashews, are completely blended. Now, what we need to do, excuse me one moment, I'm going to actually check on the pasta. And so, all right, so we have pasta over here that is nicely ready, and we want to make sure that nothing clumps up. You know, it's really not the best experience to eat clumped up pasta. So we want to make sure that our pasta is separated and it is boiling as such. All right, so we have that there, and we're going to give that a few more minutes. It's actually doing really good. I really want to get someone to taste test it. The cameraman is behind the camera, but what I'm going to do is still going to ask his opinion, because sometimes you may need to add a little bit more salt, and I'm almost believing that I need to.
My pleasure.
Just because, and if I do, how about this? I'll add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You don't really want to use a lot of salt. This is 1/4 teaspoon, but I did double the recipe for this video. Really well. All right. Okay, now I'm going to have the cameraman who's behind the camera test this. And if you get a thumbs up, then we know we're good.
Right.
A thumbs up. Oh. So now, once you have everything blended up nicely, you then want to move on and pour your mixture into the pan. Sorry, I apologize. Again, this is raw footage here. Raw. We're going to move some of this out of it, okay? If I need to add anything, garlic or anything, you can let me know. Herbamare, anything?
Yeah, probably a little bit of herbamare.
A little bit of herbamare? Okay.
But that's good though.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's a
So for those of you, oh, it's okay.
Okay.
No, it's all right. So those of you who are cautious about the salt issue, you know, we got this from the store where we are. It's Nourished. So they had a sale. So you see the sale here, and this is a really good sale. $7.09. I can't beat that anywhere with a stick. So this is herbamare. Herbamare sea salt is infused with sea salt and a whole lot of herbs to help make your dishes nice and tasty. So I encourage you, those of you who are salt, conscious of salt, this is a great alternative. And we're just going to add a little bit on to what we already had before we move along. And we're going to blend that up very nicely. And I really don't know, but let me see. Should we give you another taste test?
You can pour it on it.
Yes, I will pour it on here. All right. Okay. My husband tells me I've done a little bit too much, so that's okay. Because no one's perfect, right? So when you have those experiences where you put too much, because see, I didn't taste test it. I should have tasted myself.
Dilute.
You know, just dilute it. So I'm going to add a little bit of water. I'm going to start off with 1/3 of water. And the beauty about it is that, you know, even if add a little bit more water. Okay? So you just do what you feel like you need to do in order to get the flavor that you're looking for.
You know, that thought goes with our bodies too. That this dilution or pollution, dilution, diluting, adding water.
That's good. Awesome. Cameraman has said we're good.
Yeah, thumbs up.
So now we're going to go ahead and transfer this to our pan. But before we transfer it again, I did it again. We have to light it up. Okay, now we're ready to transfer this right in here. Just pour it.
Yeah.
Okay, and all you do from here is actually just thicken it. You let the cream get nice and to the consistency that you would like to have fettuccine. Put that here. And you watch it. It's heating up, so we're just going to wait and be patient. And I'm going to check here on this. Here on and I like what I see, so I think this is ready. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn that off and that way. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We're now going to go ahead and drain our pasta. We didn't have fettuccine pasta with us on this trip, but guess what? Pasta is coming. So we are just going to come in here. And did you know, in order to stop your cook of something, you just add cold water. You just add cold water. To your pasta or your vegetables or whatever it is that you're going to make in order to stop the cook, stop it from cooking. So we have added added some water. It looks good. Now, this is very hot. I'm trying to feel it.
Let me know what you need.
I'm just gonna get
Let me hold it.
rub it in.
Let me hold it.
There we are. Sometimes your husband, what you need. It's very hot. Thank you. But we can't do things all by ourselves in life, right? We need each other. We need each other. All right. Yes. It is. All right. Thank you so much, honey.
Mhm.
So now we are, let me put this back here, are just going to, some of them kind of got a little clumped, some just very few. So we're going to let that kind of drain a little bit. I'll put a little bit of cold water on the pasta. And then something that I have, yeah, gotta make sure it gets in here real good. Something that I have kind of learned along the way is that if you don't want your pasta to kind of gel or clump together, you can actually add, as the water drains, a little bit of olive oil to your pasta, a little bit, and that will serve as something that lubricated, So I'm gonna sit this over here and check on the sauce. Sauce is up high, so we're gonna go ahead and turn that. See already. See how it thickened up? Those of you who are watching in, okay. All right, so it's starting to thicken, and this is exactly what we want. I actually can probably just about almost stop in a few. Why? Because as it cools, it will thicken, but I want to get this, make sure all the liquid is kind of out. But I think I'm just going to give it a couple of stirs, and then as it cools, it will thicken. Look at that. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. There's your sauce. There's your sauce. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. That is ready. And what I didn't do is cook my, what I did not do is cook our vegetable that's supposed to go with this. So if you can bear with me a little bit longer, that will be great. All right, so I'm back over here, and we're gonna have fettuccine with one of our favorite things to do is to have it with fettuccine. So we're gonna go ahead on and have it like this, and I am gonna need some assistance. I just realized it. Oh no, I see a knife. Yeah, always cut and slice away. You don't want no accidents. All right, so this is boiling over here. It's ready. We're gonna go ahead and add this right on. And give that a few more minutes. Now, while we're waiting on that, I really want you all to see what I'm sure most of you are waiting. So I'm going to plate what we're able to. A little messy, right? But we can take the paper towel and just wipe that off. Okay. Now, I'm looking to see. I'm wondering where is our crumbles? Our
So we're not at home.
We're not home. Yes, thank you.
We're camping, as it says, and we are currently in RV. And when we packed, we, first time here, and so we kind of put everything together, but then we have to remember where we put it. So,
here's something right here.
That's it. Awesome.
All right. So thank you, honey. Mm-hmm. And my husband, his little secret, he packed up everything. And I'm learning, where stuff is as meals are needed. All right. So here we got Ian's panko bread crumbs. You can get this at your Kroger's. Okay. This is gluten-free, friendly, and as well as plant-based, no nuts or anything of that. So you can pick this up at your Kroger's. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top. Okay. And when we're done, we'll be able to add a little bit of peas to it. But for right now, we're just going to share this with you. This dish is complete. I don't know how long that was, but it really wasn't. It didn't take too long, but yum, yum. I could probably put you can sprinkle a little greeneries, something on top. You can put your oregano. You can sprinkle anything for presentation purposes, but this is fettuccine Alfredo. And of course, with the pasta, you can use whichever pasta you choose.
Couldn't you mix vegetables into it?
You can mix vegetables into it. You can do whatever you want. It's fettuccine Alfredo. Whatever you imagine, it can be done. So thank you. Do you have anything you want to share?
Nope.
Thank you for tuning in, and we hope that this is a recipe that you will be willing to share. And if so, please put it down in the comments. Write it in the comments if you've shared this recipe with your family, your loved ones. It is a plant-based fettuccine Alfredo alternative, and many have really enjoyed. So thank you for tuning in, and take care. God bless.
God bless.